What if everything we saw in court last week wasn't real? What if the person everyone thought was the victim was actually the one pulling the strings from behind the curtain? Things just got intense because Bambi finally broke her silence. And what she said didn't just turn heads, it might flip everything upside down. She didn't show up to play the victim, she brought receipts. And if what she shared checks out, it could cause serious fallout in the world of love and hip-hop. She didn't just speak, she exposed. Bambi revealed personal messages, never-before-seen videos, and court records that weren't supposed to be public. She isn't just telling her side, she's accusing Stevie J directly. According to her, he didn't just twist the truth, he flat-out lied during the court hearing and tried to ruin her name to protect himself. Bambi even named others involved, including someone who was right there in court besides Stevie. This isn't just your average reality TV chaos, it's looking more like betrayal, and it could lead to real consequences. Before you move on, stop and think. Are you ready to hear what Bambi had to keep quiet until now? It all started with quiet. Rumors online. But by the next day, everything exploded. After months of silence, while people blamed her for everything, Bambi finally spoke. And what she shared made it clear. This might not just be about Stevie J Mama D, and even the court itself might be caught in something much deeper. Lies, manipulation, and a situation nobody expected. This isn't just Bambi defending herself. She came prepared for a fight. But before we go further, let's rewind a little. For months, social media painted Bambi as the one causing all of Lil Scrappy's problems. But while people pointed fingers, something bigger was happening. According to her, Stevie J was the one stirring things up from behind the scenes. She says he wasn't just starting drama, he created a fake story, manipulated the court, and made her look like the enemy over something she didn't even do. So where did all of this start? One word, family, but not the warm kind. This was messy, toxic, and louder than any reality show fight. Mama D jumped in right away, blaming Bambi for everything and standing by Stevie J like he was innocent. But while Bambi stayed silent, she says there was something much darker happening. She claimed she was threatened, told to keep quiet, and forced to take the fall for something way beyond her control. When it came to court, Bambi didn't hold back. Sources close to her say Stevie sent unofficial information to the court using secret backdoor methods. These documents were filled with distorted facts, fake conversations, and edited messages that made her look like a bitter ex trying to destroy Scrappy's family. One source even mentioned that while the messages looked real, the timestamps were all over the place, like someone copy-pasted random text to make her look bad. What's even worse is that these documents weren't supposed to be allowed in court, but somehow they made it into the official record without her legal team being informed. Think about that. False evidence slipping into a custody case, and the court actually taking it seriously. While all this happened, social media tore Bambi apart. She was dragged through memes, reaction videos, TikToks, you name it. Everyone called her the villain, and since she stayed quiet, people just assumed she was guilty. But now that she's finally talking, those same people are starting to question everything. What really surprised everyone is that Bambi didn't just talk. She brought actual evidence. She posted phone logs, private texts, and messages that she says show Stevie working with others behind the scenes. And Mama D, according to Bambi, she was in on it too, helping build a false image of Bambi while playing innocent for the cameras. But the most shocking piece? A recorded phone call. Bambi's legal team claims it includes Stevie's voice saying something like, "We just need her out of the picture. Once she's gone, Scrappy can get full custody and everything will be fixed." If that recording is legit, it could flip the case completely. That's not just lying. That's planning to mess with the court case. And if proven, Stevie might not just lose the case. He could be the one under investigation. This whole situation has blown up online. Fans are posting non-stop with many saying they misjudged Bambi. Tweets like, "She was framed, we were wrong about her, and Stevie J really did that," are flooding timelines. Even other celebrities are weighing in. K. Michelle reposted Bambi's leaked screenshots with a caption that said, "Told y'all something was off." Tamar Braxton tweeted, "This kind of betrayal should be a crime. Let her heal." And then there's Scrappy. He's mostly stayed quiet through it all, but right after Bambi's interview dropped and started trending, he posted a cryptic message. The truth always comes out, even if it takes time. Now, nobody's really sure which side he's on. Things have taken a major turn. Bambi, once labeled as the jealous ex, is now being seen as someone who may have been dragged through one of reality TV's biggest smear campaigns. Public opinion is shifting. And people are starting to take her side. Even Stevie J, who's usually caught up in music-related headlines, might be facing some real consequences this time. But what really shook everyone was what Bambi said next. She looked directly at the camera and said something that made everything else seem minor. She asked, "You want to talk about lies? Then let's talk about how Stevie J made sure there were no cameras allowed in the courtroom. Let's talk. About secret files that were hidden, and how I had to stay quiet for months while my name got dragged through the mud." Even those who didn't support Bambi before started to pay attention. This wasn't just about Stevie J anymore. It felt like she was calling out the whole love and hip-hop machine. And when she boldly said, "NDAs don't scare me anymore," Twitter lit up instantly. People began to ask tough questions. Was she hinting at Mona Scott? Was there a bigger plan to keep certain people quiet? Was Scrappy being used while others stood by and said nothing? Then, something unexpected happened. Private messages from Bambi's account appeared online. Screenshots, allegedly from her Instagram DMs, showed conversations with someone who worked at VH1. These chats suggested Stevie J may have had some say in how episodes were edited, making Bambi look bad while protecting his own image. Whether the messages were authentic or not didn't even matter. People believed them. Fans began digging through old episodes, pointing out moments and saying, "Look at her reaction here, she knew," or "See how Stevie shuts her down? That's manipulation." The internet flipped. Supporters weren't just defending Bambi anymore. They now believed she'd been set up all along. But Bambi wasn't begging for pity. This was clearly planned. Her next move? She teased a live stream on her Instagram story. No explanation, just a skull emoji and the word "unburied." Set for Friday night at 9 p.m. When she went live, it was nothing flashy. No makeup, no glam team, just Bambi in a hoodie, sitting in a plain room, holding a stack of court papers. She started flipping through them like she was laying out the truth at a family dinner, and then came a twist nobody expected. An anonymous person claiming to be an editor from Love and Hip Hop spoke out on a popular gossip channel. Their voice was disguised and their face was hidden, but what they said was clear. They claimed that full scenes of Bambi being calm or emotional were cut on purpose because producers already decided she had to be portrayed as the villain. That one comment opened the door for more insiders. Someone else said Bambi was punished for not playing along. Another insider claimed Mona Scott warned Bambi that if she didn't stay in line, they'd edit her out of the show. Whether these stories were true or not, people were paying attention now. Bambi's situation had grown into something bigger. How women on reality shows are often shown as loud, bitter, or dramatic, even when they're not. Things escalated even more when Bambi's legal team stepped in. They released a statement saying they were exploring legal options for things like false statements, attacks on her character, and hidden records. In short, they were preparing for a serious legal battle. The moment her lawyers used the term character. Assassination? The tone shifted again. Gossip blogs reported that VH1 bosses held emergency meetings. There were even rumors that Mona Scott flew to Atlanta under a fake name to deal with the situation quietly. People in the industry were officially nervous. Bambi, though, didn't say a word. Then, out of nowhere, she posted a screenshot. It wasn't a rant or video, just an email addressed to her lawyers. The subject line read, "Urgent request for private mediation," and it came from someone high up at the network. That one post lit the internet on fire again. Was VH1 trying to make it go away quietly? Did they know Bambi had proof? What exactly were they trying to hide? Bambi finally broke her silence with a calm but sharp message. You don't ask for peace if you've done nothing wrong, but the biggest twist came from someone completely unexpected. Erica Dixon. She and Bambi haven't been on good terms for years. Yet Erica went live on Instagram, sipping wine and saying, "I don't mess with Bambi. Never have." But this time, I believe her. Y'all don't even know half of it. What followed was almost an hour of Erica dropping bombshells. She said Bambi had been telling the truth, that the producers did change storylines, that Stevie J had been manipulating, how things were shown for years, and that Scrappy knew about it and was frustrated with it too. Erica said Scrappy would come home upset, talking about how Stevie had control over the show. At this point, it didn't feel like a TV show anymore. It felt like a real-life documentary unfolding online. Fake court documents even started popping up online, claiming Bambi had officially sued for emotional distress and defamation. Instead of the list of people named, Stevie J, the producers, VH1, and even a few cast members. Whether those papers were real or not, didn't stop the rumors. Because once again, the internet believed Bambi.